Mari, the flying mule from the film Serenity. Doc Brown's DeLorean from the Back to the Future films. And of course, through the years, picture cars have gotten bigger and badder and faster as audiences have embraced their need for speed. And you want to talk bigger, badder, faster. Getting action scenes like the ones on screen, not all that easy. You need picture cars, computer-generated imagery, and something called motion control technology. We're bringing you into our special effects stage 55 to kind of show you how all those things come together. Our special effects wizards have been hard at work in here with a couple of our motion control cars. See them over here on the left. I think they're just about ready to do a test run. And we are just in time.
Let's see the bullet hit. And go. Smoke. Go. Fire. Go. Okay, we're clear for a full run through. All systems checked. This one's for real, guys, so watch out. And action.
Let's hear it for Karma and Carnage. Take a bow, boys. So, any other moves you want to show us? Great job, guys. This area has been rescued by Tokyo, as in the Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift. And from the streets of Tokyo, let's take you to an island off the coast of Costa Rica.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
We have brought you into the lost world of Jurassic Park. Now, all three of the Jurassic Park movies were produced by Steven Spielberg, who directed the first two. And of course, the whole idea behind these films is that dinosaurs can be brought back from extinction. As far as I know, that is just in the realm of science fiction, or maybe in a Peter Jackson. Spitters! Why did it have to be spitters?
Oh.
Of course, I could be wrong about that. Maybe dinosaurs can be brought back from extinction. That includes nature. Even the weather isn't always what it seems to be around here, and we own the Weather Channel. But we do have all sorts of kinds of tricks we can use to create different kinds of weather effects. For example, snow. You know, we're in Southern California. It doesn't snow very often here, but sometimes we have to film a scene with snow falling on our actors. So what do? Nowadays, we use something called blizzard fluid. It comes out of a nozzle, and it comes down drifting just like snow on our actors. In the past, we've used alternatives such as polyethylene. That's the material that dry cleaning bags is made out of. We pound it, it turns white, then we can cut up our snowflakes into different sizes, you know, small, medium, or large. We've also used mashed potato flakes falling on our actors. That has the advantage, if the actors wind up, you know, accidentally swallowing some of the snow, it goes down a little easier than blizzard fluid or plastic would. And these are all fairly relative inventions, but movies have been around for a long time. Well, you know what? I'm not going to talk about the weather. No. I've got somebody who can do a much better job. You know him, you love him. Here he is, the Today Show's Al Roker.
Hi, everybody. Here's today's forecast with Universal Backlot.
It's going to be sunny and dry at 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in Little Europe. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street. And we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Island Drive. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on in your neighborhood.
Flash flood warning? Well, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like thunder, doesn't it? Oh, and I thought I saw lightning flashing over there on the left. And you know, Al's always very good at predicting the weather. If he says we're in for rain, we're in for rain. There you see it on the left. Al and our special guest guys are going to out with a weather effects demonstration. If you look at the rain, look a little higher, you'll see sprinklers shooting the water up into the air. And when it falls, it looks just like the real stuff. That's how we can create rain here in Hollywood. Thanks, guys. That was great. Guys, can we get the rain, please? Guys, are you listening to me? Do your eyes. Uh-oh, look at on the left. Remember what I said about getting wet. Don't worry about all that water. We are very water conscious here in NBC Universal. We're not going to waste it with it. It'll be back in property in about 15 seconds. We really get excited. Yes, we do. Hey, let's see what that flash flood looked like in the film Pitch That Wire. This is what we just learned.
You can't run the wall, kid! And we'll see about that. You're funny,
We're going to be taking you into the Old West, which also happens to be the most historic part of our studio. This street that we're turning onto, this is the oldest street here on the Universal lot. This street was here the day the studio gates opened. Remember, that was back in the 19-teens. But we still use this for filming. This recently appeared in a JCPenney commercial that starred Ellen DeGeneres. But we've done wonderful, wonderful westerns here through the years. In fact, Hollywood's greatest cowboys have ridden through our western streets. Our studio gates, we were primarily filming westerns. But then, in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, we became much better known for our classic monster movies. Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Mummy, the Invisible Man. These were some of Hollywood's greatest monsters, and they all wandered through the streets of Little Europe, which we're passing here on the right. Now, those movies were made way before the age of computers. So the special effects that you see in those films are not CGI or computer generated. They're what we call physical effects or mechanical effects. Mechanical effects are used even today in this digital age. Just ahead of us is Soundstage 50 that was used for an episode of the TV series Bones. They needed to create a special mechanical effect. We had exactly what they were looking for. Well, we're taking you inside the Soundstage 50 so that we can create a mechanical effect for you. And what are we going to create? How about an 8.3 earthquake on the Richter scale? Inside of a soundstage like this, we can recreate an earthquake with absolute safety and with total and complete control. But trust me on this one, you do not want to be standing up in here. You want to be sitting down for this. You really, really do. See? Hold on. This one's the big one. cameras.